being something that was too costly for them.
Okay.
And they weren't willing to switch from a truck-based delivery system to a bike-based delivery system.
Okay, so the electrical assist will help you get the delivery there faster?
Exactly. We can have more capacity, more efficiency, and charge less for that.
Okay, so that's a really great example of what I wanted to illustrate with. That's the whole idea of this circle here that we started with, right? So we start with an idea of the products that we're offering, right? And we think about who the customer is that we want to offer it to. And then we go out and find out things about that customer. And you may end up, hopefully you'll end up tweaking stuff about your product through the process of talking with your customer. And that is a cycle that keeps going throughout the whole life of your business. If you find that cycle stopping, that's a bad sign for your business. You want to keep that conversation loop going all the time. So that you constantly have feedback from your customers about what they want. You're constantly asking them about what they want. You're asking them to fill out surveys and give you information, give them all sorts of rewards and goodies for telling you stuff, because they're the ones that you need to find this out from. And then going out, and whenever you're about to add a new product, you can do the same sort of process that we just went through. You find the people who you think are your customers, you bring them in, have an informal conversation, you find out some of the things that are important to them, then you might be able to design a survey to go out and systematically ask people those questions so that you know how to best serve those clients, and then just keep doing that continually. Information for stuff like that is usually some kind of trade publication. So most industries have some kind of trade magazine, like usually, it's actually still a physical magazine in a lot of industries, but it's probably electronic as well. I bet that there's something. I bet that somebody has studied that very question. I can't tell you where to find it off the top of my head, but I would look for trade publications. Do you know of any magazines or online stuff about the videography industry?
Yeah, their data is national, and I guess we could
Yeah.
look at some of that. Yeah.
So you've seen the kind of studies that you want. You've seen the kind of numbers that you want nationally, but
but I imagine they're out there. But yeah, I don't think we've looked at those yet.
Okay, so that would be, you could try there. I love trade magazines, and I still subscribe to ones from co-ops I worked with 10 years ago. So I get the wool magazine, and the laundromat magazine, and but yeah, I would start there. So Matt was saying the difference between primary and secondary research. We didn't really go over this here, but last year in Co-op Academy, primary research just means you go out and get the information yourself. You go out, do the survey, you talk to people. Secondary research means you're reading a study that somebody else did. So it's important to try and do both parts. And usually you do your secondary research before you do your primary research, because it'll inform your primary research, and you also will avoid duplicating anything that's already been done.
Is the evaluation verbal or is it written?